everyone, Nicole here. Many of you might have seen some of our Dream Team members wearing these shirts that says, "Who changed your life?" So today I'm here in Westminster Church, the church I grew up in, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about a person that changed my life. In this very room, back there you can see the chalkboard that my grandma, Edith McCormick, used to use as she taught her Sunday school class. Years ago, when I was just a 3-year-old girl, she would pick me up and bring me to church, and I'd have my Sunday dress on, and it was an exciting time to spend time with Grandma. But during that time, she taught us about God's love. She taught us that Jesus loved little children just like I was. And so over the years, that always stuck out to me. I have a picture here of my grandma. This is Grandma. She passed away this past September. But you know, during that time, I just reflected back on the lessons Grandma taught me over the years. One of Grandma's favorite stories to teach was the story of David and Goliath. And as a young girl, I learned from that story that God loved the little children and the underdogs just like me. He used David, who was just a small shepherd boy at the time, to do great things. And that lesson never left my heart. So I want to encourage you to think back of who changed your life. Think back of, it could be like a teacher, it could be a youth group leader, somebody who made a positive influence on your life. Well, you know, in the game of baseball, the game doesn't start until the pitcher gets on the mound and throws that first pitch. And you know, I want to encourage you that God is calling you to get up to the plate and throw that pitch to make a difference in the life of someone. You might not know who that someone is right now, but I promise you that serving in Next Generation Ministries at Victory Family Church, God will bring those people that need you to be the catalyst to change in their life. It is easy, as simply as going to lifeatvictory.com, click on small groups, find the Dream Team, and sign up for, we have Blast Ministry, which is infants through elementary school. We have our Echo Ministry for the teenagers, and we also have our 19 North Ministry that ministers to young adults. You might not feel equipped to do this job, but I can promise you that God always, always equips you for the call. I recently read a story about a man who was in foster care, and he talked about how depressing it was and how lonely he felt going from home to home to home. But he said there was one gentleman he spent time in his home who told him, you know what? God has a great plan for you. And that one little sentence changed his life and the direction of his life for the rest of his life. And currently this man is a doctor, he is a husband, he is a father, and he has fostered children, numerous children, dozens and dozens of children over the years. And that's just one person pouring into his life that was the catalyst of change for his. So if you want to sign up, go to lifeatvictory.com. I promise you there is somebody whose life needs to be changed because of you. Just like I am so thankful for this woman who changed my life. I think of the number of kids whose lives were changed because of her. Right on the other side of this wall, there's a preschool classroom going on that my grandma was instrumental in setting up years ago. And through that time, numerous kids, probably hundreds of kids have come through these doors and through this preschool program because one woman stepped up, answered the call, and decided to be a catalyst of change in her community and in her region. We have hundreds of kids that need ministered to week in and week out. And I recently came across one of those little boys that was in my grandma's Sunday school class, and he said, I always remembered when Mrs. McCormick was teaching the story of David and Goliath, I asked her, well, what is a slingshot? And my grandma took the time to bring a slingshot in and show this little boy, and it's something he never forgot. Well, I hope this encouraged you to think back of who changed your life, and maybe you step up to the plate and answer the call to change the life of somebody else. God bless everybody.